Henry was a big green tender engine on the island of Sodor, but unlike other engines on the island, Henry hated the rain. But most importantly, Henry was stronger than most engines on the island of Sodor. And on this day, Henry was pulling the express because Gordon was getting punished for his actions. And when the guard whistle blew, Henry was off. Henry was having a great day that day, but his day fell short when he felt a drop of water land on his face. "Oh no, rain!" Henry yelled, and Henry sped away. And luckily, Henry found the nearest tunnel and puffed into it. Since Henry was afraid of the rain, he refused to get out of the tunnel. Even when the rain stopped, he wouldn't come out. Other engines became aware of this and alerted Sir Topham Hatt immediately. Suddenly, James puffed up with Sir Topham Hatt on board. "Henry, why are you sitting in the tunnel?" "Because, sir, I don't want to get out. I'm afraid of the rain." "Well, Henry, we're just going to have to get you out, whether you like it or not." "Please, sir, I don't want to get out of the tunnel. I don't want the rain ruining my paint." "Too bad." Sir Topham Hatt then gathered a bunch of people to get Henry out of the tunnel. The first thing they tried was to pull Henry out of the tunnel with a cable latched to his coupling. All the people started pulling on the cable really hard. "Come on, people, put your backs into it." After Sir Topham Hatt said that, all the people glared at him. "Oh, sorry, my doctor told me not to pull on things with my back." The next thing they tried to do was to push Henry from the back. Everyone started pushing very hard. "Come on, people, put your backs into it." Everyone ignored Sir Topham Hatt this time. "Sorry, my doctor told me not to push things very hard with my back." The next thing they tried to do was to push Henry out of the tunnel using an engine, so Sir Topham Hatt got Thomas. Thomas puffed up and coupled onto the coach. "Okay, Thomas, I need you to push Henry out very hard, you understand?" "Yes, sir." Thomas began to use all of his might to push Henry out of the tunnel. But Henry, on the other hand, wasn't having it. Everything Thomas did didn't matter. Henry would not budge. Eventually, everyone stopped trying to get Henry out of the tunnel. "Okay, Henry, please get out of the tunnel." "No, sir, I will not." "Well, if you want to stay in the tunnel, then you can." Henry started to get very nervous. Sir Topham Hatt gathered everyone up again, and they started building a wall in front of Henry so he couldn't get out. Eventually, they got done with the wall, and Henry wasn't able to get out. "Henry, you will not get out of that tunnel until you have learned your lesson. Do you understand me?" "Yes, sir," Henry muttered. "Okay. Well then, I will check up on you tomorrow." And Sir Topham Hatt walked away. Henry began to think that he might not ever get out of the tunnel. But he knew if he accepted the fact that rain might not be as harmful as he thinks, then he may get out of the tunnel. At every hour, Henry watched an engine pass by the tunnel. And that's when Henry began to learn his lesson.